Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Let me start by thanking all the parties that supported and would support this budget going forward. Your words, it's too great to mention. And I want to thank you, and I'm profoundly grateful for the words that has been, and the support that has been lent to this pro-poor budget. I also hope the parties that didn't support this budget, they should be as brave to go and tell the communities that they didn't support this budget and they don't want to change the lives of the communities. It brings me to, Honorable Chair, Honorable Breed, AI manipulation is a serious concern for us. We are hard at work to counter this unwelcome enemy in our space at the moment. Honorable Chair, there's an African proverb that says, until the lion learns how to write their own story, every story will glorify the hunter. So I want to deal with our story. Honorable Virgil Gireke has gone on here and says, telling the people how bad and how corrupt the department is, how we're doing nothing. We have 2 weeks ago fixed the stadium in your constituency. We spent 40 million rands. When you were there, you didn't do nothing for the people. That's why they rejected you and they voted for me when I was going up against you in your own ward. Thank you. The voters rejected you and they chose me. That's not from there. So, Honorable Peter, I just want to say, you have come here, Honorable Peter, and you've spoken your language. The Honorable Madekwana, you come here and you say, why didn't I use African things? But you yourself, you come here, you speak English with an accent like you are from Europe. First, go and get your accent before you come to. First, go and get your accent. Honorable Billy, I'm very happy, Honorable, that I've managed to play a role in your life. You say I must apologize, but you got selective outrage. You said nothing when this colored man was saying that I bribe people. It was a bribe. He's accusing me of a crime. But because your inability to confront right wrong has stopped you from standing up here and telling you can't tell a person. Secondly, you come here and you say, you quote Liam Jacobs extensively, but you don't quote him fully, where he said that he left the DA because it's a racist party. Black people don't have no place at the DA. So when you want to quote, don't quote selectively, quote everything. And lastly, and most importantly, I kept this for last. Honorable Du Plessis, you come here and you want to teach me about racism, something that has been, you know nothing about race and racism, something that I have experienced my whole life. You come here, Honorable, and you say you've got a privileged life.
Honorable House Chair. Honorable House Chair.
Honorable Mackenzie, won't you take your seat? Yes, Honorable Du Plessis, what's your point of order?
66.1. In addition to Rule 4, which is that cabinet ministers need to comply with the rules as well of the NCOP. The rule says during a debate in the council, a delegate may be allowed to explain a previous speech, but only when and to the extent that the speech has been misquoted or misunderstood in a material respect. Honourable House Chair, I would like to move that there was a misunderstanding or a misquotation of the spirit of the speech that I gave.
Yeah.
And the terms.
Thank you, Honorable Du Plessis. I'm not sure if you're asking me to rule on that.
Honourable House Chair, would you like more explanation? And I'm very happy to give more explanation. And if there's,
No, I think you've made it clear, but
thank you.
yeah, you've
It
made your
is-
point. Thank you. Honorable Mackenzie, please continue.
Afrikaans is my first language. When you say ek praat van ons mense and that I only speak about our people, that for me is an affront. So I want to just say to you, Honorable, you talk about Houston where you grew up. When you talk about how you grew up, you don't know what we went through in the very same Houston when we were growing up. We were killed, we were marginalized. You talk about racism. And that
Honourable House Chair, I'd like to rise again.
Honorable Mackenzie, please take your seat. Yes, Honorable du Plessis.
Thank you, Honourable House Chair. I rise again on Rule 66.1. There is a deliberate misunderstanding and misquotation of my speech by the Honourable Minister. Again, I'd like to remind the Honourable Minister of Rule 4, which means that says Cabinet Ministers have to comply with the rules of the NCOP.
Perhaps you can just detail what the Minister is misunderstanding, Honorable du Plessis.
Thank you very much, Honourable House Chair. I'd like to say that I never said I understood the experience. What I said is I was open enough to listen to the experience of others and to show empathy for what people have gone through. Additionally, I'd like to add, Honourable Minister, I had to actually walk through a protest in Houston when I was 13 years old.
Thank you, Honorable du Plessis. I think it's not a chance to reopen your debate, but you have clarified your point adequately. Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, please proceed.
Okay, I'm glad that you now no longer say that I'm racist. But I want to tell you that there's white people that didn't just walk through protest. They were imprisoned. They were with us in the trenches. They were fighting. Your closest experience to the struggle we fought was to walk past the struggle. And partly police would have done you nothing. In
Point of
conclusion,
order, Honourable Chair.
Well, Minister, your seat again, please. Yes, Honorable du Plessis, please, let's not turn this into a dialogue. But what's your point of order?
Honourable House Chair, this is not a dialogue. However, the Minister is continuing to misconstrue with intent and misquote and misunderstand in a material respect.
Honorable du Plessis, I think that whilst you've made your point clear, it is a matter for debate. The Minister is debating. I think the Minister should continue. Thank you, Minister. But please confine yourself to the content of the speech.
yes. I've got 15 minutes left, seconds left. I just want to say to the Honorable Peace Mabe, the Deputy Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, you are one of the